Welcome back to the Express at Bear Creek Park in Surrey. She's been a butcher, a baker, everything but a candlestick maker, it seems, with Sprott Community College's Higher Learning. And today, Melanie has her toughest job yet.
Sprott Community College's Higher Learning is brought to you by Sprott Community College at sprottshaw.com.
Kids are funny, carefree, and always bursting with energy. Today, I test my love and my patience when I spend the day with some tiny tots. Oh! Thank you.
Melanie's the new kid on the block today at Kids Cottage in Coquitlam.
My name's Jeff Punter, and I've been a daycare worker for 6 years. With kids, it's so simple. They'll tell you how it is. They're very honest. It's almost like overload with on the brain when you first come in here because there's so many things you have to do.
Her first task, circle time.
Melanie is going to read a book. She's going to read it for circle time. The story should be fairly easy for Melanie. However, it's getting the kids' attention.
What's my name?
Melody.
Melody? That's close. Can everyone see?
No.
No? Okay. Can you move back a little bit? Now can you see? Is that okay? Okay. As she took off her raincoat, out from behind the doghouse came the... I love Robert Munch. So Mud Puddle is one of my favorite books, which made it easier. What I loved is the kids were so enthusiastic. They would yell Mud Puddle, which is awesome.
Hey, Mud Puddle!
Melonie's doing pretty well. She's nice and loud and clear, and she's interacting with the kids. She probably just needs to bring to the kids' attention, stop the story, and just say, hey, can everybody find a letter behind a yellow line? And then we can all see the story.
The disciplining part, they're so cute. I couldn't get them in trouble. That was a downfall.
So she's going to be doing a match game with the kids.
Match game? Yeah. They were not going to listen to me. Oh, no. I lost control at that point. You're already playing. Okay, everyone back behind the yellow line, please. Okay, we'll find an umbrella. Hold on. I was given a stack of umbrellas. I did not write their names on them. Poor little Antonio didn't have an umbrella. I'm so sorry. I was doing so well.
So we had a crying child, and Melanie was a little confused with what to do. So, hey, that's part of the job.
Easy on the paper towel there.
Transitions, that's the word. That's the difficult thing about this job.
Getting the kids from the bathroom to get from inside to outside to put their coats on, that is a whole nother job, okay? Hi. Oh, wrong foot. Where's your suit thing? Is this all you have? They're having a panic attack. I'm having a panic attack. I don't know whose is what. Oscar, you didn't tell me you had another layer. Yeah, it's funny, right? One down, about 15 to go. Here we go, outside time. How do they still have so much energy?
She managed to get the kids outside and onto the playground. But all kidding aside, could she make it as a daycare employee?
So, how'd I do? Would you hire me or would you fire me?
Let's ask the kids.
You're hired!
They must like me.
I think they do. Congratulations. I think you got the
Thank
job.
That doesn't mean you're leaving, though. You have to help me.
Oh, okay. No problem. It's very important they have a good relationship and trust the teacher.
I have a true respect for this profession, and I had a really good time here. But I'm not doing this again for a long time.
Sprott Community College's Higher Learning has been brought to you by Sprott Community College at sprottshaw.com.
Melanie said she needed a nap after that work day. And I have another idea for her that I'm going to share with you coming up on The Good Life. It's one of the city's best kept secrets as a place to unwind. But right now it's the secret to having that spring glowing skin even in the dead of winter. Here's today's West Coast Style.
Pacific Center's West Coast Style is brought to you by Pacific Center.
The West Coast is one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and I'm on the hunt to make sure that the people here look just as good as where they live. I'm Mansour, and I'm a lifestyle journalist searching for the most cutting-edge fashion and beauty hotspots, deals, and tips, all in our own backyard. I'll do the shopping so you don't have to. This is West Coast Style. True beauty is skin deep, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't take care of what's on the outside, too. So on today's West Coast Style, we're taking the guesswork out of skincare by talking to one local beauty expert to get her top 5 skin must-haves that you should have at home. Giving me skincare know-how is beauty gal Crystal Jensen from the popular Vancouver blog Beauty Buzz 411. Crystal simplified her advice to a list of her top 5 must-have products, starting with items at one of her favorite beauty locales, Yaletown's Beauty Mark.
I was always giving people advice, but I didn't really have a forum to really have people go to, so that's where I developed the blog. Whatever I was experiencing, give them that experience as well.
What are we starting off with number 1?
We're going to start with a cleanser. So my top pick would be the Philosophy Purity Made Simple. You get your cleanser, your toner, and your conditioner all in one. It's fragrance free, and it actually works as a makeup remover as well.
Really?
So it's kind of your one-stop shop when it comes to the cleansers.
After the cleanser, we obviously have to moisturize what's left over, right?
Absolutely. My pick would definitely be something with an SPF. So Dermalogica has one called Solar Defense Booster. It's an SPF 30, but you get the antioxidants that are in it as well. So it acts as a mini serum. So you just rub that in.
So it's light.
It absorbs quickly.
In the summertime, that's one of the things I absolutely hate is when I'm putting sunscreen on my face and I feel like it's an oil slick. But this, believe it or not, it is completely gone.
I think a lot of times you can look through magazines, hear things on TV, and it can get quite overwhelming. So what I do on my blog is I don't blog about everything. I blog about only what I love. One of the things that I'm pretty big on is exfoliation.
Yes, very important.
Principessa Beauty is an amazing company. It's an Italian-inspired line.
And it's so beautifully packaged. I mean, I was automatically attracted to the pink, can you tell? And this is a body scrub.
See, it's really whipped.
Yes.
It's like egg whites. Try that.
Oh, and it smells divine. It smells like candy.
Discovering the rest of Crystal's skincare must-haves took us to London Drugs. One of her fundamental beliefs is that you don't need to shop at specialty stores to get beautiful skin. And I agree, especially when seeing that next on her list was from Canadian line Lise Wattier.
I want to show this for you. It's called the La Creme. Because you can use it day and night, a lot of people get kind of worried about buying a cream for this and a cream for that. It gets a little bit too pricey, so this kind of gives you 2 bangs for the buck. The last item I have on my must-have list, which is a drugstore favorite, is by Aveeno. It's actually a daily exfoliating scrub. Exfoliation is very big, and this just shows that it doesn't matter what your price point is, that anybody can afford to do it.
Oh, the little beads are so tiny. Yeah. It's not at all like irritating.
Nope. And then the smell.
Oh my gosh.
Peaches and apricots. Peaches and apricots. Exactly.
Crystal, do you have any parting words for our viewers at home other than to read your blog, Beauty Buzz 411?
I'd probably say is just educate yourself, learn about your skin, realize that beauty doesn't have to be expensive. Pick your products properly, and definitely pick products that you absolutely love.
Awesome. Well, there's definitely some ones that I now love, thanks to you, Crystal. It's been so much fun. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Now skincare savvy, I'm Mona Mansour for West Coast Style.
Pacific Center's West Coast Style has been brought to you by Pacific Center.
You can get more of Crystal's advice, including her easy home remedies, at her website, beautybuzz411.com. You're watching The Express, and we've got more ways you can get your glow on coming up.
On The Good Life, horsing around with Shannon Heff.
Did I mention I'm afraid of heights?
So the art therapy is a lot about accessing the inner child.
Tapping into your truth with art therapy in Squamish.
So when you look at this drawing, what do you see?
The Express. We are your local voice.
Came to my mind.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by the Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.
Welcome back to The Express at Bear Creek Gardens in Surrey. You know, living your best life, it's not always a walk in the park. Or as I like to say, the good life isn't all champagne and caviar. Up next, we have your insider's look at how one Vancouver businesswoman handles the stress of success.
The West is best, but to live the dream in Lotus Land takes class and commitment. Take PR princess Shannon Heff.
I'm in LA. Can you just make sure to compile that master media list?
She runs a successful boutique PR agency in downtown Vancouver.
Well, obviously she's gorgeous. She's also super glamorous, and she's always on the go.
Shannon is one of the hardest working people I know, so if anyone deserves a holiday, it is her.
It's pretty intense. It's 12 to 16-hour days most days lately, which I can't complain about because I'm busy, but it'd be nice to be able to relax a little more for sure.
Shannon doesn't need a fairy godmother to grant her wish. Instead, we're giving her a guilt-free day to play hooky.
You know what they say about all work and no play? Today, it's all play, and we're busting you out of here. Come on. I've been working with her for about 5 years, and in that time, I've never seen her crack. So today, we're learning her secrets to handling stress.
The first stop for the woman who spends all day on her feet, a chance to put her feet up.
Our concept here is for you to relax, and we do it by offering you Chinese reflexology, which works with the pressure points of the sole of your feet.
I was actually hoping she'd say we were going for pedicures because I need one and because I don't like anything that hurts.
Ah, okay, that kind of hurts. But it's a good pain. Footworks is really great because it just fits into my schedule. You can book any time of day and it's nice and a quick treat.
I finally figured out how you can wear gorgeous high heels all day long.
This is the secret.
After the women have been sufficiently swept off their feet, it's time to trade up the glass slippers for some boots that are made for more than walking.
I got the cowboy boots, the cowboy hat. I thought we were going horseback riding.
Yeah, I don't ride Western though. I have a horse named Louie. I've had him almost half my life, actually. You gotta lose the hat, for sure.
Can I at least get a yeehaw?
No. Well, when you get on, you're gonna do this, yeah? I thought for sure she'd be a little more brave around the horses.
I think I'm athletic, and I think I'm graceful.
She kind of had some trouble getting on. Oh my goodness. But I felt like she recovered well.
Did I mention I'm afraid of heights?
Okay, maybe that de-stresses Shannon. I think it actually stressed me out more. Horses, not for me.
And that, my friends, was straight from the horse's mouth. Thankfully for Johanna, Shannon has another way she likes to unwind.
Okay, that was interesting.
Yeah.
So I've worked up an appetite. Time to eat now?
Time to shop. Wow, it's beautiful. I love that. I would say shopping is probably my chocolate.
There's another one of Shannon's secrets, why she stays so thin and stylish. While I'm eating French fries, she's doing retail therapy.
Thanks, Don.
And with that, a little purchasing, pampering, and playtime. Our PR princess is ready to keep building her real-life fairy tale.
Shannon's good life just keeps getting better. She and her husband are expecting a baby. Congratulations from all of us on the Express. And yes, you can bet that that child is going to be impeccably dressed. Now another woman who knows all about living the good life and understands that mountain culture is more than just snow sports. Our Sea to Sky host, Nicole Fitzgerald. We're joining her in Whistler Village.
Thanks, Johanna. Whistler is not just a ski resort town. It's home to more than a dozen art galleries, but there's only one community one. Morris Young Millennium Place features different local artists every month, including this young, talented artist from Squamish.
The horn goddess is very stubborn, it's very perseverant. So it's like stick with it, hold the child that's hurting and stick it through. So that was the message for me.
There is always a story behind a piece of art. This painting came with a very clear message for artist Sophie Brunet. After studying at Concordia University, the Montreal native realized she was more interested in the story behind artwork than the finished product. Her mother an artist and her father a psychotherapist, the new field of study introduced to her was a natural fit.
I decided to study art therapy and I found it was absolutely magical. It revealed all these different worlds. I wanted to learn about what really makes people tick.
Before I used to just write with intuition and like super easy, and now I find it much more mechanical in my brain.
Sophie hosts art therapy sessions in her home studio in Squamish for everyone from kids to adults such as myself.
So the art therapy is a lot about accessing the inner child, and bringing the right brain and the left brain together. We'll just start with some spontaneous art and see what arises for you.
A session is as simple as bringing a problem such as writer's block to the table. and then letting pastels, felts, and pencil crayons do the talking.
The art tells what's deeper than the story, the feelings underneath it. So it reveals a lot of that.
Although I had solved my problem intellectually, I was surprised how a few simple stick figures and swirls unearthed unexpected emotions. The intention of this art is not for display, but instead to discover.
Yeah, it's I didn't realize I actually miss home.
They don't need to be an artist. As long as they can put color on the page, then it finds its own way of talking to them and letting them know what they need. I don't tell them what it means. I help them to find their own meanings to the symbolism. So when you look at this drawing, what do you see?
Well, it's interesting, like an image came to my mind, and that's sort of when the stick person came in.
Opening the door to the artist's way has been a lifelong practice for Sophie, who hosts yoga art classes in Vancouver as well.
After doing a yoga session that opens up the sense of our breath and the present moment, we do art spontaneously and see what erupts and what comes out, and then people talk about it, and there's a feeling of community and closeness.
A closeness that is also felt in every thick and juicy stroke of Sophie's brush as she paints a young girl looking out in awe of the universe.
I just saw kind of the mystery of it, like how large the universe is and how we don't know very much about what's out there.
A similar feeling when trying to understand the power of art itself. From Squamish, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.
Sophie's work is on display at 2 new exhibits, the My Place Gallery in Whistler and the Foyer Gallery in Squamish. You can also sign up for her yoga art classes in Vancouver at sophiebrunette.com. And for more things to see and do, we have ideas on today's Express Spotlight.
World Theatre Day is celebrated annually by theatre communities around the globe. Join in the celebration to promote the power of theatre and cultural diversity in your community on March 27th. The Faculty of Design is proud to present their annual fashion show, simply called The Show. Held at the River Rock Theatre in Richmond, the show will feature the talents of the Bachelor of Design in Fashion and Technology students at Coquitlam. Vancouver Fashion Week, the West Coast's most prominent industry event, returns March 20th to the 25th. Vancouver Fashion Week showcases the leading designers from around the world with a spotlight of local and international media outlets.
And that's it for today's Express from Bear Creek Park in Surrey. We're going to leave you with a look at Fraser Valley artist Christopher Friesen's show that closes at the Act in Maple Ridge this weekend. Thanks for watching the Express, only on Shaw TV.